Kiryu Kazuma, the fourth chairman of the Tojo clan. And those foolish enough to mess with him, they'll soon discover what it means to face the dragon of Dojima. Is how most people get to experience playing Yakuza Kiwami. I just so happen to not be most people. I'm stupid. I think I spent one too many years in the joint for this shit.
10 years.
Welcome to hell, everyone. This is my journey of how I beat Yakuza Kiwami with the dragon style only. The rules are very simple. Rule number 1. I have to do all damage through the dragon style. I can use weapons, I can use objects, I can use any of that stuff, as long as I'm in the dragon style. You might see some footage where I fat thumb into a different style, but no damage was done in it. All of it was done through the dragon style. That's the main point. Only damage in dragon style. Rule number 2, I can carry as many health items and weapons and items as need be, and I can use as many during battle. Why? Because I needed it really badly. Now, you're probably looking at these rules so far and you're going, well, probably only the early game will be difficult. Once I get all the Kamaki upgrades and the Majima everywhere system, I should be smooth sailing to beat the game with no troubles. Rule number 3, I can't get any dragon upgrades. No, I'm not kidding. I'm doing this without any dragon upgrades. I swear I'm not a masochist. That's right, folks. Kiryu just got done with his 10 years in the joint, and unfortunately, Majima was not there to greet him with a warm stabbing to the chest. He's off fondling some dude's balls. I don't know. Which means, we can't upgrade the dragon tree. Which means we're only gonna have 2 rush attacks and heavy attacks per rush attack that are also incredibly fucking slow. A really shitty dodge. No heat actions whatsoever. No gaining any heat from hitting people. And most importantly of all, no Komaki upgrades. Now you're probably looking at the skill tree and saying to yourself,
Oh, but actually, you have the Kabaki shot stopper, so the challenge is actually null and void.
very astute observation. Couple of counterpoints. The first one being,
does this ever happen to you?
I just said 1, I can't use heat actions, and 2, I don't even get heat from attacking people. The only reason I even got this skill was because it was a story requirement. I can't even use this in actual gameplay, so you can just ignore this. Just to clarify, when I say dragon skills, I mean specifically from the dragon skill tree. Any of the other skill trees that might just so happen to have the dragon style involved are fair game because you can use them with other styles, and I also discovered them so late into the playthrough that it didn't even really make it that big of a difference. However, if you do have a problem with it, go to the timestamp 254 and you'll get my answer. Final rule, and this should go without saying, I can't fight Majima whatsoever. And I'm not talking about like, oh, he jumps me and then I will lose the fight so I don't get any upgrades. No. I can't fight him whatsoever because the very first 3 or 4 upgrades are automatic regardless of outcome. So even if I lose, I still get the upgrade. So I have to go back to my last save, which thankfully actually only happened once, surprisingly. And a really nice thing is that if you don't upgrade the skill tree, Majima won't actually jump you. Whether he's jumping out of traffic cones, manhole covers, potholes, jumping you in the random fights, behind you, above you, below you, to my knowledge, those do not spawn. However, I can't say the same thing for the burger, the photo, any of the slot car, basically any of the mini game interactions. I can't say for sure because I just didn't interact with those like that, and I was not about to risk it. But if you're just going mission to mission, you'll basically never interact with them. Alright, that's enough yapping about the rules and stuff. You didn't come here to hear me talk about rules. You came here to see a man suffer and break down from extreme torture that should be illegal against the Geneva Convention laws. So without further ado, here was my journey through Yakuza Kiwami using only the dragon style. Enjoy.
Let's see how they massacred yet another one of our childhood heroes. I'm out. I'm not watching this! Look!
So, the beginning of this challenge was, it went through a couple growth spurts because I realized just how dog shit this style is in the very beginning. It's so garbage. Objects I pick up off the ground do jack shit damage. I can't pick people up off the ground like I could originally, which, by the way, I don't know why they took that ability out, considering it's in literally every other game. And you flinch so much in this style. I feel like Rigby from Regular Show. This fight alone took me a solid 2 minutes to get through. And it only gets worse and longer from here. I was gonna need a strategy, or else I was cooked.
You fucking Yakuza! Fuck you!
First proper boss fight, and we're introduced to the worst mechanic ever introduced into this series, probably not only for this challenge. Health regeneration! After a certain amount of time, the enemies just start going, and then they just start to regenerate their health. In the early game, it's not so bad because they actually don't regenerate their health. I noticed Yuya didn't, but like, it's kind of dependent on how much damage you do in the time frame you do it, I think, because I could never do it consistently was the main problem. Just to emphasize how slow these fights get with my damage output, I have to speed up the footage just to make them not be an hour long a piece because, oh my gosh, I do literally no damage. I did, however, discover the one weapon I was able to use this entire run. Now all I gotta ask you is,
did you pray today? Because if you didn't, I'ma have to dig you down on some gangsta shit.
Unofficially, this challenge is called the Backshot Any Percent Run because this is quite literally the only way I was able to get through a majority of these fights until I discovered another strategy, but that's for a later time. Backshots is the name of the game, folks. You get them behind, you get behind them, and you just do that every time until they die. You thought last time I was teaching you how to do a fucking infinite? Nah, this shit right here, this is the fucking infinite. You do light punch, and you do another light punch, repeat until success. Hey, you remember that joke I made about light work, no reaction? This challenge has none. Okay, I'm exaggerating a little bit. It's certainly not an easy challenge. It's definitely a test of will and patience. What you learn doing this is that the small dudes really aren't that big of a deal. What you can do there is you do 2 light punches into heavy, which gets you into that stun position, so you grab them, and then you throw them, and then you stomp on them. If you're lucky, you'll be able to run up and kick them, which will cause them to roll over to do another kick. If they're the actual boss, you're just gonna need to do a lot of back shots. However, if you're in a group like this, fuck you. You just don't know, fuck you. Just like a real fight, there are no one-on-ones. You will, in fact, get jumped. Whether you're getting up, whether you're fighting another dude, you might get a knife to the back, you might take a shot to the gut. You know, it's just, you just kind of have to be aware. Don't grab weapons. I mean, you can, but they're not going to do any damage. Don't grab, because you'll just end up on the floor. Just, honestly, just give up. Just don't do this challenge. Why are you still here? The only saving grace is that you get teammates like these that'll take the heat off of you so that they'll grab them so you can get in some extra licks, or, you know, they'll just distract the other enemies. Don't rely on them, though, because they just don't do anything again, and sometimes it doesn't really matter, because they'll just decide, nah, we're just gonna fight the dude in the gray suit, because he definitely just got 10 years in the joint, you know what I'm saying? At this point, I remembered, oh, wait, I have guns. Let me pull out the giant cannon and shoot them. Don't shoot them. Remember how I said your teammates could actually be pretty effective? Yeah, I lied again. They're only effective when there's multiple people. Once you get down to that final dude, they will actively screw you over and your backshotting potential. Just, I'm talking knocking them out of the combo. Sometimes they'll knock it back into the combo, but most of the time they don't, or they'll just knock them further away. They'll grab them, which fucks up your combo, which will get you stunned, which will just not do anything. Like, it's like a 3-sided die, but all of the sides are 1. Also, I'm trying really hard to think of things to say about these fights, but I'm actually struggling because I'm doing the same shit. All the what you've seen here, that's the entire video. I'm just giving out back shots. The problem is it's not hard. Okay, well, I mean, it is hard, but it's just tedious. I literally sat here for like hours doing these fights. You know, it's not helping that fucking regenerative skill. Look at him, bro. Look at all that damage I just did. Just completely nullified like they're fucking Wolverine. I can't do anything. We are only 3 fights in, and I already want to die.
Oh, and don't fuck up your back shots, because if you fuck the rhythm up, they might just regenerate all their health. So you gotta redo it all over again, you fuckstick. As much as I'd like to tell you it got easier from here, looking back over the footage does not paint me the best picture.
A really cool thing about the backshot technique is that sometimes the game decides that the session is over and that the opponent needs to take a little rest break, so let's just shimmy them outside of your combo so that you have to restart it and now they're just facing you. It's really fun. Sometimes they don't even stagger, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah. Alongside not doing any damage and having no actual combo speed, you also don't make people flinch unless you're from the back, specifically bosses. If you're hitting them from the front, they just kind of don't flinch, which, yeah, sucks because I would like them not to flinch, but they all decided to eat their fucking Danimal Gusher.
The alien.
And, you know, I can't do anything, man. I can't compete. His health bar is only orange. It is one singular layer. He's not Shrek. He's not an onion. He's not even a fucking cheesecake. It's literally one fucking color. And I can't do anything. The only saving grace I had was that when he went into his regenerative phase, he didn't actually even regenerate any health. Both times that didn't happen. That was my only saving grace. Didn't make it any easier. Fuck no! Okay, I lied. There are a couple easy fights, but this is like the only one I can remember off the top of my head. So we're just gonna go ahead and skip this one because I really don't want to stay on this topic any longer. Look, it's gonna get harder from here. Like, we got a long fight, bro. Just let me have this.
Get the fuck out! No. Wait.
I think it was at this point I discovered that I needed to never use a weapon off of the ground unless it was a gun or a knife or something I already had, because these things do like no damage. Half health for an entire 10-hit heavy weapon? What do I do with that? I'd be more effective with fucking butter.
Why'd you just give me fucking butter?
And this is a long fight, so I'm just sitting here for like an hour, like just hitting these same guys over and 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 over.
A few moments later.
And over and over and over and over and over and over and over.
12 seconds later.
And over 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 and over. Please. Make it stop! Please! Thankfully, this Majima fight isn't too bad. I discovered a strat. All you gotta do is take him upstairs and just cartoon him. Trip him down the stairs. And I'm not sure if it glitches. I don't know. But he gets stuck in an infinite loop. Just watch.
I'll take what I can get. I don't care if it's cheese. I will pay for someone to make this suffering stop, please.
I can't believe this many people like Dojima. How did anybody like this motherfucker? He's the, oh my, oh, I hate this guy. He's the whole reason I'm here right now. But after like 20 straight minutes of torture, we can finally leave the headquarters and go about our business. You know, I think I'm done making the video. Everyone, take care of yourselves. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I love you all. Peace out. Goodbye. This fight is, to many, already hard enough because it's so early game and you don't have a lot of upgrades. Imagine doing it with no upgrades, and in the worst style. I don't ever want to hear anyone complain about this boss fight ever again. First off, it's really not even that hard. If I ever hear another person complain about it, I will personally come out and seek you myself. You all do not know how hard this fight is. Because this fight, unironically, was half of the fucking original video. This shit took me like an hour, unedited, for one boss fight. One. He has 2 health bars. 2 of them. And you know what the worst part is?
He did it twice, by the way.
Who fucking time? No back shots, no grabs, no stun. Just 2 hit him whenever he charges you. Just counterattack every time he hits you with 2 light punches and maybe a heavy punch if you're feeling really optimistic. Otherwise, you're gonna be sitting here just mashing that light punch button until the game decides that you have taken off enough hit points to win and literally see how little damage I do sped up.
This shit really got me feeling like syphilis, I'm not gonna lie.
I think you mean Sisyphus.
No, I mean syphilis because this challenge is a pain in my fucking ass. At least I don't have to fight him again later on and he's got a sword moveset and he has like 30,000 dudes surrounding him.
Hey, you know it like totally does though, right?
You best be bulletproof if that statement comes true. Yeah, my bad. I keep lying. Remember what I said about those goons? Yeah, I was wrong. They're not easy. They're just tedious. They're just so tanky for some. Everybody's tanky. I keep repeating myself, but I really need to reiterate. Everyone becomes a tank. Everyone becomes a fat dude in this challenge. I don't know what to say. They're all fat dudes. They all take too much damage. They all don't flinch. And they just like to hit you regardless of whether you're doing anything or not. It is so frustrating to hit a dude with a bike and just see him take the fucking hit! Mid-bicycle swing? Fuck you! Hit him before the animation? Fuck you! There's no knockdown. Look how fucking long it took me to take out this one guy! I would say play smarter, but there's no playing smarter in a game where an enemy takes your turn after they already took your turn! Something neat I did discover during this playthrough, though, is that if you get knocked down and you hit the triangle button right as you're hitting the ground, you'll actually do the weird, like, Komaki get-up attack heavy counter punch thingy. I literally checked because I was so confused because I thought that was a move you had to unlock. But it's not, even though I'm pretty sure it is in the later games. Really weird. It's not like I ever got to use it because, again, it's too fucking slow and half the time the enemies do just end up dodging it, but it's still pretty cool to discover. Also, fuck this specific moveset. You just saw why. I fucking hate it. This has an unblockable sweep kick move, which has caught me more times than it has any right to. Just tanky. I hate it. I hate this style. I hate this dude. I hate the way that he walks. I hate the way I fucking hate this guy. He looks like a knockoff Ryuji before that was even a thing.
For real?
No, not you, you fuck. Corners are your best friend in this one. If you can find a nice little 90-degree crevice, you're golden. And finally, what felt like 12 hours, I finally beat this guy. What do you got next for me?
It's just not worth it! Goodbye, everyone. I'll remember you all in therapy.
Is what I would say if this was actually difficult. Because this is way easier than protecting Makoto. Because first off, you're not actually protecting Haruka. There's no health on her, thank God. You're just fighting off the goons. It doesn't make it any easier, considering my situation, but at least I don't have to protect her. And I only had to do 2 fights instead of like 7, what felt like for the original time. Not difficult at all, so we're gonna just skip it.
Kill this arrogant motherfucker.
You know, it's ironic that Hayashi's main color here is supposed to be blue like Sonic because he never stops spinning. Half of his attacks involve some sort of random spin that just gets him out of the back shot routine. It's ridiculous. He did it way more than that, but you get the general idea. Alongside that, he has this annoying ass karate chop that just stuns you for some reason. I couldn't tell you why it does that, but it does. He even gets his own attack where he'll just start slinging chairs and shit at you. Please don't get hit by it. It does too much damage. I also feel like I wasn't clear enough on the back shots don't work. That's what I mean by back shots don't work. I also discovered, for the first time ever, because I'm an illiterate dumbass, when they mean no heat actions work, they mean no heat actions work. You can't even use object heat actions. I was thinking, oh, they only mean like the regular ones. No, they mean everything. In all honesty, if I had to be 100% serious, it's really not that bad. The only difficulty I had was the spinning. Once you get him into a corner, if you can even get him into one without him spinning, you can take him down. He's not too difficult. It's just that spinning sucks. Overall, not the worst. I gotta be honest with you, I don't remember anything about this fight. I know he has a really annoying ass flying kick that's super annoying, and he grabs way too frequently, but other than that, I mean, he dodges, but it wasn't like the worst thing ever. I've certainly had harder in terms of like annoyance. He's up there, but in actual difficulty, he's not that bad. He didn't even end up healing during his healing phase. That's how easy he was in terms of actual difficulty. Really, I have nothing to say about this fight. We can just move on now. Here I'd like to introduce every single 3-year-old cousin on a sugar rush because this dude will not sit the fuck still. He will not just stop moving and let me hit him. The amount of on-the-spot pinguing around he does is fucking ridiculous. I'm just gonna do a compilation just to show you how much he fucking dodged for no reason.
Weak.
I am very glad this Coliseum fight allows heals midway through battle because otherwise I don't think I could do this because this fight is annoying as shit. If you can manage to keep your head on long enough, you'll actually manage to beat this fight. Definitely my least favorite of these 3 Coliseum fights.
You gonna squeal like a bitch, motherfucker.
Arguably the easiest out of all these fights. The only thing you really have to look out for is his counterattack phase, which you can't hit him at all during any point of it until that very end where he slaps his chest. Other than that, he's got really slow attacks. He doesn't punch very fast. Be careful of his command punch though, because just don't get hit by that. Trust me on this one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Come here, bitch!
And see, this is why I respect Gary, because he doesn't have any bullshit gimmicks or any cheap-ass tactics. He's just a straight, fair fighter. No bullshit are you fucking kidding me? How the fuck was I supposed to dodge that? How the fuck was I supposed to get out? There's not even a frame where the mash button comes onto the screen. I better not hear another skill issue about getting out of grabs ever again, because that was bullshit. As long as you have the ability to dodge and mash out of telepathic grab combos, you should be just fine to beat Gary with no problems. I say this like anybody is actually sane enough to try this challenge, except me. Please don't try this challenge, it's not worth it. gotta say, this fight against homeless people, I mean purgatory residents, it gave me a really good taste. It showed me how how good the sword weapons were, how good owned melee weapons were. It was really effective. It was really hot. You know, having one basically meant you were untouchable. They're really effective at long range. I think the only downside is you can't really throw them unless that's the point of the ops. Put a lot of fire into my... I'm sorry. I had to make a really obvious honey bun joke. I'm sorry. Okay, all joking aside, this fight isn't even really worth talking about. I kind of discovered how decently effective melee weapons were. I mean, compared to my fists, which are doing pennies worth of damage, it's better than nothing. Plus, I get the range bonus. Or, you know, I could have just bought a bunch of guns. You know, now I'm thinking about it, why didn't I just buy a bunch of, like, pistols? Oh, yeah, that's why. A nice breather from the Coliseum fights, I'll say that.
Alien.
So far in the run, all things considered, it wasn't actually going that poorly. Yeah, things were taking a lot of time, but I wasn't, like, struggling immensely with them. I actually, to this point, hadn't died at all. I didn't have to reload a checkpoint or restart the game at all. Keyword is until now. Cue the first Majima boss fight. I got my first death and it took like 5 tries. There is a severe jump in difficulty once you hit the first Majima fight. You get introduced to this new enemy type. It's called knives and bullets. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, well, didn't I already mention knives and bullets before? No, those were the regular goons. Bosses? Oh, forget about it. Oh, dude, they're damn near impossible. Especially when all of them are fucking ninjas and doing front flips and back flips with their knives and guns and doing twirly ass tricks and they're hitting Fortnite gritties on you. Like, what do you do against that? Especially when you don't have the skills to do anything against it. And you got goons running around, in this case with baseball bats? What do you do? My best advice, try and get a baseball bat as soon as you can. Take care of the goons. I mean, good luck with Majima stabbing you every 40 seconds and then get kicked on the fucking floor. If you can manage to take out one of the baseball bat dudes, use that baseball bat to then take out every single other goon because you're not going to be doing anything else until you take out those guys first. Don't bother trying to fight Majima. It will not work. Due to Majima not spending 10 years in the joint, he's actually, obviously, way faster than you in pretty much every style. Mad Dog is the worst because he just gets a knife, so all blocking is off the table. I would say, oh, you could dodge it. Yeah, good luck with his range. The only saving grace is that he doesn't usually do his finishers. Keyword is usually. He'll still do them if he feels like it, and at that point, give up. Also, I gotta say, I really hate getting knocked down against baseball bats. The 3 to 4 smack combo is so annoying, and then that dude just shook his ass at me, like... I hate this fight. This fight is so hard. The nice thing about the baseball bats is that you don't flinch, but the downside is that you're still getting hit and you don't have any defense against it, so you're still just taking way too much damage for decent take back. I mean, it's kind of worth it, but not really considering the recoil of everything. And the fact that at this point, I didn't have the upgrade that made it so the weapons don't break in my hands. And then when I did discover it, I became so illiterate, I mistook what it meant. But we'll get to that eventually, don't you worry. The reason why Majima is so hard is because of his monstrous speed. Yes, that's his gimmick, but like in Mad Dog, it's ridiculous. Paired with the knife, it's damn near impossible to hit him unless you hit him like midway through one of his combos, but good luck if he, because of his fucking wide ass legs. It's like I'm fighting fucking Eddie. Fuck you, Ghost. I mean Xenon. I don't even know how I managed to do this quick time event without getting hit once. I could do this first try, but Kashiwagi, no. If you can somehow survive the absolute onslaught the Mad Dog style is, once you get to Slugger, it's not that difficult. Really, he just has a wider range, but he honestly has less armor, and he's way slower, so it's actually more tangible to hit him. I mean, that is if his backswing doesn't hit you, because my god, does he have an amazing backswing.
It's out of the park!
But if you can manage to get past his stupid long-ass range and his armor, you should be able to take him down with relative ease. This is where the real challenge begins, because now everything just, for some reason, wants to take extra long, but we'll get to it, don't you worry. And here we get to the fork in the road, the Komaki Shot Stopper, the only skill in the Dragon style that you actually have to get. It's not like I can use it though, because like I said earlier and many times before, I can't get heat and I can't use heat actions. So we're just gonna skip this. Also, weirdly, they force you to do this in Brawler, not Dragon. But again, it's not like I can even use the Brawler style in the first place, so again, skip it. Clearly, baseball season is in session because everyone wants to use a baseball bat all of a sudden. I really hate fighting baseball people because they have a lot of armor. Takashi in particular annoys me, not because he was inherently difficult, but because he did way too much damage. Both literally to Kiryu and to me, my ego, because God, I hated this. He hit me way more than he had any right to, and then I should have let him, and it really hurt my feelings. Like, this shit is not my fault. When someone like Takashi gets you lower than half HP, you need to rethink your life decisions. Overall, not a hard fight, just an embarrassing one. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy in particular. I fucking hate this guy. Fuck me on Christmas. He fucked me on my birthday. Stupid ass fucking slider. Stupid ass fucking teammates. Fuck this guy. Clearly, I missed some no damage videos on how to play Shinada because what the fuck is this dude doing? He's like on crack. You have got some of the most annoying enemy types to fight. You've got back flippers. You've got fast punchers. You've got dudes that just armor everything. Just all of them suck to fight. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to hit someone? 3, 2, 1. Your drink is done, bitch. Get the fuck out of line. It's my turn. And you better pray you did not try and grab someone because that may be a worse decision. And you want to know how I know this fight is bullshit?
Yo, come on, man. I can't have shit in this house.
I kept trying to pick up objects, which was not a good idea. Clearly shown because they never wanted me or let me pick them up. They just kept hitting me as soon as I grabbed them. I mean, they worked when I got them, but they only did so much. Nothing is scarier than a group of competent goons who know how to combo off of each other when you're less than quarter health. Now you may be thinking, oh, it's gotta get easier once you kick out all the goons, right? No, it somehow gets worse. I naively thought so too. I'm like, okay, I'll just get him in a nice little corner, give him the back shots and be done with it. No. No. Oh, how foolish I was. B-King thought it would be a little funny if he decided to just stop getting back shots. I know, right? I was genuinely tweaking after this. And then, once he enters his heat phase, he gains one of the worst abilities created by man. Instant get-up slide attack. The amount of times he would just decide, I want to slide. Just for no reason, I want to slide like he's playing fucking Black Ops 3 Zombies. It's ridiculous. Like, look at this tracking. What do you do against that? I hope your ass went to the library because you're going to have to do a lot of reading to dodge this move. And sometimes, even when you do dodge it, no, you didn't. Bro was literally training me like I was a damn CPU in a fighting game. He hit me with it 3 times in a row. I should be ashamed of myself. And I was. Overall, fuck this fight. I hate this guy. You want to see what it's like to lose all hope in about 4 seconds? Here you go. I would compare this fight to pulling that little tab of skin you got at the edge of your finger. It's fucking annoying as shit to have. And no matter which way you pull it, which way you do it, it sucks and it hurts by the end of it. And none of it is fun. This fight actually has the same issue as Majima, where it's a dude with a knife who just will not stop hitting you regardless of what you do. Like, I don't really have anything to say about this other than there's a dude with a knife and it fucking sucks to fight. There's too many dudes and there's a dude with a knife. What do you do? Nothing! That's what! I mean, there's also a dude with a lead pipe, and the only reason I'm bringing him up is because I want to make a lead pipe joke. The frustration I feel of getting stabbed, falling to the floor in 0 speed, getting back up after healing myself, and then immediately falling right back to the floor from the same goddamn knife move will leave my blood boiling like a fucking souffle. This analogy makes no sense. Why did I say that? I actually ended up dying to this guy in a really unfortunate way, and I hate myself for dying to it, but it made me discover a secret tactic. He just doesn't block the second hit, so you can just punch him through the guard. I don't know why he doesn't block, but that's literally what happened. He's kind of like your average fighting game player. No block, only mash. And the worst part is, he keeps winning with that tactic. I don't know how he keeps doing it, but he keeps doing it, and it's pissing me off.
No! No!
I also, for the life of me, could not get behind this guy. He kept dodging last second, or the way he swung his body allowed his knife to hit the entirety of Kansas the way it swung horizontally. It was the craziest range I've ever seen. But as that funny green robot said, you're never minus if you're not a bitch.
You're never minus and you're just not a bitch.
There seems to be a lot of back and forth between knives and baseball bats. I wish these guys would make up their mind. It's not like I can make it any easier, I just wish they would pick an option. I know I've complained about AI partners, but I gotta give a shout out to Date for actually being a decent partner in this, mostly just because he wasn't fucking up my combos, and he was actually keeping the other goons off of me so I could deal with the other goons. I mean, 2 out of the 6 of 7 goons isn't entirely bad. I give him a "you tried" sticker for an effort. We did manage to give the main enemy some hands in this fight. Date and I were pulling off some sick-ass wall combos, I gotta say.
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up. Fight back, nigga! Fight back, nigga! Fight back! Fight back!
Overall, Date's the GOAT, and he let me get some crazy back shots. Kanai has fought 4 times throughout Yakuza 5. He fights alone during his first and third encounters and is bolstered by an entourage of Omi goons in the second and fourth. He also wields a Tanto during his last fight. Described as a tank by Ogita, Kanai is an incredibly resilient man. In the first third of his final boss fight, Kanai employs the use of a Tanto dagger. His stance is mostly identical to that of his unarmed style, and he wields his blade with proficiency, combining swift cuts and stabs with barehanded strikes.
Oh my fucking god!
A rush combo consisting of an underarm knife thrust, a downward diagonal left slash, an upward diagonal right slash, and 2 rapid left jabs, followed by a downward diagonal left slash or right push kick, and a stumbling 2-handed thrust command grab, performing a headbutt if he impales Akiyama. A left back fist lunging underarm thrust. A jumping downward left knife hand with a simultaneous downward slash, and his unarmed moveset taunt. Kanai's knife moveset is reused by Shota and Yakuza Kiwami. Oh wait, that's who I'm fighting? I didn't even realize. Go ahead, go check the wiki.
Kiryu is fucking dead.
I hope you didn't like your internal organs too much because you're not gonna have any after this, including your spine. Just back cracks, gunshot wounds. I even got shot during an escape grab animation. That's how much this game hates me. You ever wonder why nobody ever blocks in these kind of games? This is why. Because a lot of the times, you just die and get punished for it even though it's a core mechanic of the game. Dodging is so much more efficient, but I can't dodge in this game. Now, I'm not sure what compelled me to go up the stairs, but something did. I figured, I don't know, it's less room so people don't jump me, but I guess I might have also been thinking, oh, what if I put someone in a knockdown animation and have them fall down the stairs? I would have liked to try that at first, but nobody gave me the fucking time of day. But once I did, the fight was effectively over because nobody could get up the stairs. They just started falling like Looney Tunes characters, except this pistol guy. I don't know what his deal is. He thinks he's better than everyone else when he's not. But yeah, that was the entire tactic until I managed to get to the last guy. Hit one dude, hope he falls over and knocks everyone else down the stairs, rinse, repeat until done. I mean, look at them all fall. It was the only way I could do decent damage because it's not like I was doing any actual damage. Except these gun guys would not stop dodging. I'm serious, man. These gun guys are so frustrating to deal with. I don't know who gave them a license to shoot, but we need to revoke that shit. Also, I'm not entirely sure if these stairs add on an oil effect or whatever, but I just could not get grabbed on these stairs. I'm not complaining though, because I fucking hate getting grabbed. This fight makes me hate Street Fighter 6 because I just started getting throw looped. I didn't even know that was possible outside of Street Fighter 6, but I fucking hate it.
Gotcha!
Other than that, it's just a really tedious fight to get him into the corner for back shots. I like the stairs though, those are fun.
Pause!
Alright, before we get into this fight, I got a story to tell you because the fight itself sucked. Getting to the fight arguably might have been harder. So everybody knows about the underground gambling den, right? You know, the one where you go with Haruka, you gotta pay 300,000 yen, and you get to play a bunch of the gambling mini games. Keyword is 300,000.
You stupid.
Yen. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but I've been having a lot of health items throughout this playthrough. This shit is not cheap. Every single piece of yen I've gotten has gone to health items and nothing else so far.
What?
So, as you can imagine, I was a little broke. The feeling of despair when I got up to that lady and she told me,
"Oh, I see we got a broke bitch over here. How about you get your money up and not your funny up? Take your kid and get lost."
well, she didn't have to be fucking rude about it first off, but most importantly, she was right. I had to think of a way to get money and fast or else I was not gonna beat this challenge. So like any paper money getter, I had to start thinking like a crab, a stingy crab. And then it came to me. What would Mr. Krabs say?
The money is always right.
So I schemed up a little plan that I definitely did not steal from a person named Fully or Baked in the same name order. Now I'm thinking, with Yakuza Kiwami having a system save data reward, why don't I go back in time to Yakuza 0 and upload my money from there to Kiwami so I don't even have a money problem? It's ingenious!
Nigga, you dumb as hell.
Go to the
I'm about to go shake down, Mr. Shakedown. Let's go do it, baby.
Alright, with that all done, let's go save the game, let's transfer our money, and let's see if it worked.
Broke nigga alert. Broke nigga.
I have no idea why I thought that would work, but, you know, it's worth the shot, I guess. So let's get to the real solution that I had to use. And I really don't like using this solution because it's fucking boring.
Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang.
This was the only place I could actually get toughness infinities, and if I was feeling extra spendy, I could purchase some stamina sparks. This was not only one of the main ways I acquired my health items, but also my money if I needed to sell things off, because I wasn't getting a lot of items from random goons on the street. I had to go here to buy the items so that I could then go sell them at the pawn shop. Here's the problem. I don't really know how to gamble, and I only know how to play poker. The only problem with playing poker is that I don't know how to play poker.
Do you not know how to play poker?
I can't remember the exact amount of money I had when I started gambling, but let's say it was, Shinada's starting money. We'll say that. So imagine having to grind for 300,000 yen. And then also keep coming back here to get health items. It took a really, really long time. Now, you could also be saying, why didn't you just go look for locker keys? Well, you see, that's a... Well, that's a... Okay, admittedly, I didn't think about that until I thought of it. Maybe I just like gambling, I don't know. After God knows how much time I spent in that gambling den, I finally acquired the 300,000 yen and was able to continue the challenge. I mean, it can't be that bad, right?
Oh my god.
This fight fucking sucks. I was already fed up with having to grind to get money, but then, right before this fight, you have to go through a couple mini games of playing the gambling just to get to this fight. I died on this fight what felt like 7 to 13 times. So every fucking time I lost, I'd have to go back, play the mini game, and then fight this just at the chance of winning again. And it doesn't help the fact that all of these enemies are so fucking annoying to fight. They don't give you a single goddamn break once. And I made the mistake of coming into this fight with only 5 fucking heals. Why did I do that? I don't know. I didn't think it was gonna be this hard, just like I thought every other part of this challenge wasn't gonna be hard. And it's in like the most cramped space possible, where bullshit like this can happen. I had this random baseball bat. I don't really know where I got it from, but I figured it would do some decent crowd clearing in this tiny ass space. and it does a decent enough damage. It's certainly more than my fist, so I won't complain, but you know, sometimes you just end up blocking everything, so it doesn't even matter in the first place. And this is why you don't grab people in groups, because you just get railed. This fight was so bad, I ended up using both my Toughness Infinity and my Stamina and Spark. That's how hard this fight was compared to everything else so far. The bodyguard guy is definitely the harder of the two bosses. I hate fighting him just because he actually knows how to throw out competent punches, and we don't like that in these kind of challenges. You take him out, and then you take out the actual dealer. The dealer doesn't know how to fight, and that's what makes him so much easier to fight. Overall, fuck this fight, fuck gambling, and fuck the economic bubble that burst in the 80s. I don't actually have anything to say about this fight. It was probably the easiest fight in the entire challenge, so we're just gonna move on. Skip.
Skip this shit. Skip. Skip. But when does this game get fucking good?
Nope. Stop. Stop. Play the right music. I mean, if you think about it, a sword is just a really long knife. And clearly, Christmas came early because everybody got a toy to play with. Some of them got knives, some of them got swords, some of them got coal because they don't have anything, but they must have the coal in their fucking fists. That's why they're hitting so hard. This fight, yeah, this fight is, yeah. I also took some time to gamble a little bit more and actually bought real health upgrades, if you couldn't tell. I spent most of this fight just running back and forth, dodging and hitting, because that was the only tactic I could do. Dodge and hit. Dodging and hitting. Weaving, dodging and hitting.
Once you understand that it's dodge and hit, then you realize that the game ain't shit. Pa!
At some point, I finally bought the Regard ability. I went this entire game up until this fight without the Regard ability. I don't know why I do this to myself. I probably could have picked up a couple of weapons off the ground once I beat all the goons and was actually fighting Shindo. Couple problems with that. First off, I don't have the Komaki sword training skill, so I'm swinging swords like I'm a fucking infant. And second, yeah. I also tried using the backshot technique, which did work until the game decided it was no longer going to work. I love this game. Shindo's range also goes way farther than it has any right to. Well, that's not entirely true because he has a sword, but there's this one little move where he'll stab forward and it'll put you in a knockdown animation, and I got hit with that at the very tip of the edge of it, and I wanted to cry. Also, for some reason, he has the same taunt as Kiryu. I have no idea why, but, I mean, Ryu's got Gotoku, what can I say? But eventually I gave him that old BBC combo and I was able to finish the fight. I also, at some point, I forgot again, I unlocked the Yakuza training gear. I figured I'll try and get some extra throw damage in. I'm not sure if I actually ever noticed that damage, but we take what we can get. Overall, Shindo likes MILFs in Kiwami too, so clearly he's better there. I don't know.
You fucking with the main character, bruh. Move around.
I'm gonna be honest, I do not remember a single thing about this fight. All I remember is that they got golf clubs, they got a baseball bat, and they got a taser. That's literally all I remember. I know I kept getting hit in the back by these guys, which is always fucking annoying, but the tasing and the constant... That golf club does way too much damage, I swear. Maybe I should start using some of those. Overall, I don't really have any opinions on this fight. It's another fight where I take too much damage and I gotta heal too much. Just skip it. It's not even that hard.
Get the fuck out.
More goons with baseball bats and golf clubs, and we swapped a taser for an actual competent fighter. I love it when my attacks have literally no hit registration because fuck me, I guess. This guy has ungodly speed. Like,
I don't know how I'm able to even dodge his attacks. Oh, that's funny. I don't most of the time. He hits so fast. I once hit him after blocking one of his attacks, and he immediately just hit me again with no... I couldn't even see the frame difference when I was playing. That's how fast he swings. It's ridiculous. Compared to all the other weapons I've picked up so far in the run, this golf club and this baseball bat were doing crazy damage. Like, I'm talking half of a quarter of health. Shit, that's better than nothing. I mean, I was doing negative that, so, you know, it's good. Overall, I need to invest in some damn sports equipment. This shit is going crazy. It's one regular goon. We're skipping it.
Fuck out of here, boy. Get that weak shit out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to my greatest discovery of the century. The metal iron. Look at its immaculate damage. Its stupendous range. The fact that I have to buy like 30 of these, which means I have to do more fucking gambling. You buy these bad boys at the Ibisu pawn shop for only 40,000 yen. That's not that much. But then again, I also keep running out of money because I also have to balance that with health items. So as you can imagine, more gambling. Or I can sell shit I don't need at the pawn shop, but the problem is I also don't get a lot from the pawn shop. And then on top of that, I also gotta go repair these golf clubs every time I use them, which means more money, which means more fucking gambling. This bad boy is doing 130 damage per hit. I don't know how much my fists are doing, but that doesn't really matter considering I can take out half of a whole health bar with 3 swings on a regular goon. That is bliss right here. Finally being able to do actual damage is a godsend. Just make sure you don't get grabbed. Ah! Seriously, I can't get over how much damage this golf club does. Look at it, it's awesome. Wow. Seriously though, don't get grabbed. You're definitely going to want to focus the younger brother first, considering he doesn't have a breaker moveset, which is way harder to deal with. Also, I don't know what it is about these two in particular, but they love tweaking out whenever you're not on stage and they are. It's super weird. Like, what's younger dude doing in the back right now?
No, this is the funniest shit I've ever seen. What is this nigga doing, though?
But after, unironically, like 6 or 7 golf clubs, I finally took down the younger brother, and it was time to move on to the older brother. And he wasn't too bad once you get him by himself. Much like Zero Majima, his entire tactic is spin to win. However, he feels a little faster than actual Zero Majima. Hell, he might be faster than fucking Kiwami Majima and Breaker. I don't know. He just seems to get into the spin stance just a little too fast. Be careful not to knock the older brother down, because one of 2 things will happen. 1, he'll do a get-up attack, or 2, he'll instantly recover. Most of the times, he does the get-up attack. You can't dodge it. Don't try it. Just don't knock him down. Also, don't use the heavy swing with the golf club. You're not gonna land it, and if you do, the game felt sorry for you, and that's the only reason why you landed it. Like, it's a fucking golf club, and it has no fucking range. How is that even possible? The baseball bat also has a really nice stun mechanic if you use the circle button. Good luck landing it, though. I couldn't do it very consistently. This is like the only clip you'll probably see me land it, because I've already stunned him. Overall, don't use that one. It's not very good. But finally discovering the essence of weapons, I think this challenge is gonna get a little bit easier. Alright, I won't lie. I am extremely tired. I've been up since like 8 o'clock editing since the Showdown segment with the knife guys. It's currently, at the time I'm recording this, 1:53 in the afternoon. I've been sitting here for like 4 hours straight. I'm a little tired, so I'm gonna go take a quick nap, and I'm gonna let Gameplay Smokey describe to you how the Lao Kalong long fight and boss fight went. Just let me know when he finishes. Thanks. And yes, the mic quality is even worse than I am right now.
The Rescued. Wait, did I load the wrong save? Okay, this is attempt like number 5 or 6 of this challenge, of this stupid fucking shit. This is not hard by any means, I swear. It's just... You'll see what I mean. Everybody just has knives. It's like after that, once you get past a certain point, it's not the fact that everybody's just stronger than you, it's just everybody has a fucking knife. It's ridiculous. They keep fucking knocking me down, so I can't, like, what do I do? I can't do anything. And then look, they're just chipping away at me. Like, go away. Too goddamn slow to use it efficiently. Like, why did that knock me so far? See, I hate this part, because then it starts like there's a knife dude. I'm pretty sure there's just a gun guy in the back who just has a gun. Like, get out of my conversation, man! Why are you all here? Fuck off. Like, and then sometimes weapons just get unlockable. Like, why is that sword there not usable? It's still here. I can't fucking grab anybody. I've learned a valuable... Oh my god. Stop hitting. I can't do anything. I want to do. Like, bro, what do I... Oh, I'm dead. I think I'm actually dead here. I fucking hate this part. See, I fucking hate this pole, dude. This pole, these two are supposed to be the tutorials for how you fight I hate that so much. This fucking pole dude is the most annoying person to fight in the world. Because he'll just, like, what is that? Why does he get to just block everything? And he'll never stop blocking. Like, thankfully that doesn't do any damage, but it's like, I'm getting knocked off my rocker. I don't, like, is he gonna stop? Is he going to stop? Is he going to stop? Like, what the fuck is this, dude? He's not going to stop. He's not gonna stop. Like, what the fuck is this? This is bullshit. I can't do anything about this. Watch, I'm just gonna lose their interaction. Wow, I would have never fucking guessed. Oh yeah, there's another dude just chilling up here. Hold on. Bitch. This part is not hard by any stretch of the imagination whatsoever. I take back everything I said and I hate myself. I'm going to burn the building down. Shut the fuck up, dude. It's like, also, they just teleport me. Like, they teleport me, like, why? Why would you teleport me in this scenario? What's the point? You don't teleport me in any other part except this. It doesn't work. I don't get it. Can I just maybe not do this? That's what I'm talking about! I didn't get to do anything! See what I mean? Just did it right fucking there! That's what I'm talking about, man. They don't let you do anything in this game. I've learned a lesson. Fuck you. The damage doesn't really scale. Well, I don't know if it scales with my level. But, like, you unequip my weapon? Why did you unequip my weapon? Honestly, I was really scared I wasn't gonna be able to beat this part, and I just found the shotguns in the back. Wait. Like, you just dodged a bullet. You can't dodge bullets. You're not the Flash, bro. I don't want to... He's stunned for a really long time, so if you just... Don't hit him with anything. If they're wriggling on the ground like this, if you throw something at them and it hits them, they'll just fall out of the animation faster. Again, Lao Kalong just takes, like, the two fucking dudes... Like, everybody you've been facing in the past, like, and he just makes it way more fucking annoying. Like, he had armor on the get-up, he had armor on the wake-up, but he just has armor on everything. Why does he have so much armor? Also, don't ever get grabbed by Lao Kalong. Also, I've learned is that they really like to grab you, like, after an unblockable combo. So if you get into the block state, they'll just grab you out of it because fuck you. Because you can't react at that point. See, like, I couldn't react. There was nothing. He did it regardless? Oh my fucking god, bro. There's just no... I can't win in this game. You cannot win. Like, you can't dodge out of that. There's nothing you can do. You're just stuck. I won't even lie. Lao Kalong's theme go... What the fuck? How did he reflect the chair back into me? What? How? I hate that fucking move so much. Promise you if I tried to grab him, he would, like, kick me in my balls or something. So I couldn't do anything. I disagree. He just did a full 360 to hit me with that. I disagree just entirely. Like, he's back to yellow! Like, fuck! I just got out of that! See, at this point, after he does his, like, last heal, I just brute force it, and I fucking hit him with a bunch of clubs, because it is not worth it to try and chip him down again. I'd rather just brute force it with my heals. I forgot you can't block that, because fuck me. If that had hit me, I would have been pissed. Can I get off the ground, please? Give me the fucking golf club. Watch, he's gonna... I literally dodged into it because of the fucking camera angle I was at. I just, like, why does everything he just beat mine? Get the fuck out, man. Jesus, I hate that part.
You want to see me beat the car segment with no heat eye? You want to see me do it again?
I fucking hate this part. Again, this part is not... I swear to you, I'm going to do this. But, like, it's not my fault. I can do this segment the way I'm trying to do it. The issue is that Date is the shittiest driver ever. Sure, he has a concussion, but fuck your concussion, dog. Drive straight. I don't know what you want me to do for you. This is 20 minutes. I've been recording for 20 fucking minutes now. This segment's this takes me half an hour. Like, what do I do? Because the way the camera keeps dicking me because it keeps trying to cut me off. Go over here. Like, sometimes I insta-kill them, sometimes I take 15 shots. Fuck, I hate this part. This part sucks. Like, dude, come on. He's fucking loading into his animation while I'm loading into mine. But he loads in faster, so it's bullshit. Oh, that was crazy. Date, fucking drive straight, bruh. Damn. See what I mean? He's fucking me up. Date is the shittiest fucking driver in the world, dude. And then this camera angle fucks me up. God damn, man. And then there's this piece of shit truck segment. I fucking hate this part. This part, again, is not hard. It's the infinitely spawning dudes. Again, it's also the shitty-ass camera, and Date can't fucking drive straight. It is not hard. Other than that, it's not hard, I swear. Date! Look, you see what I'm talking about? Bro can't drive straight. Date just refuses to drive straight, man. And then these fuckers over here... Come on, I can do this. I can do this. Come on. Fuck you! Stop it! Fuck! Got him! Oh my god, if I had any more health, I would have fucking lost. How the fuck did I just do that first try today? What the fuck? This game sucks, I hate it. Oh my god. Holy shit. The President of the United States of America needs to give me a fucking medal after this shit I just went through. Fuck this game.
You know, for there only being 3 long fights, they sure do make me want to end myself. This one in particular, because this one's fucking boring. I don't even know how to do this segment, so I'm just going to take it part by part. Other than the fact that this opening took me 1:30 to 2 minutes for 5 guys, it wasn't all bad, but I was not ready for the rest of it. Considering that set the standard, it had me worried for how the rest of it was going to go. The next room was the exact same, except there are only 3 guys, so it was even easier. The next room had a guy with a gun. Now you may be thinking, oh, guns suck for me. Well, that was then. This is now. And here's what guns look like now. Still took an entire mag, by the way. Also, you can't carry your weapons between floors, so if you got a gun fully loaded, you better use it, because you're not going to get to take it. Do not go into the room with the health. You will get jumped by big, burly men. It is not worth it. This guy's gun didn't drop for some reason. I got really upset. I was then immediately charged by a dude with a knife, but thankfully he pushed a barrel my way, so I was able to hit him with the barrel. And right around the corner, there were 3 more dudes, one having a gun. If you count the couch guy, there's 4, but he doesn't really count until you get close to him. Realistically, you just focus the gun guy, and then you shoot them all. That's assuming he drops the gun, because considering what happened with the last guy, he might not even drop it. Thankfully, he did. They say when the immovable object meets the unstoppable force, both stop moving. The footage tells you otherwise, because I had to keep moving or else I was going to get schmoinked. I hate these guys because they waste so much time and they're extra tanky because they're fat. The guns may not do a lot of damage, but damage is damage. And damage over time is more damage done over a specific set of time. Wow! Aiming is also a little difficult if you're only looking at one specific dude, I discovered. I think it was at this point that I really hit my groove on this whole challenge thing. Like, I'm looking through this and I don't think I really struggled all that much. I felt like I was doing pretty well, all things considered. I didn't really struggle with this part, nor did I really struggle with the next room either. It definitely helps when all your enemies keep dropping guns for you to pick up so you can just... I discovered that if you just shoot a guy and you don't actually hit him afterwards, he'll just kind of bleed out. I really should stop saying it like this because I may or may not have a couple... is that those? I think I hear sirens outside. Oh. Immediately walking out of that room, there's 3 guys who try to jump you. There's actually 4, but one of them has a gun, which you don't even need. Yeah, you don't actually have to fight these guys. You could just run up the stairs and leave. You don't actually have to fight them. I'd recommend doing that. I thought about getting this health item, but Queso was in the way, so I decided to just leave him alone.
Why is this door so small?
Ignoring that, there were 3 more dudes I had to fight on this floor, which I made light work of. Don't ask me how light the work was, because it wasn't very light. It was work. Okay, I lied. There's a gun guy, and he's got a pistol. Though he was actually easy just because gun people always have relatively low health bars, which I'm very thankful for. Immediately after fighting him, there was a guy with a shotgun. And right after that guy, there was a mini boss. But I had devised a little tactic I call the liquid technique. Finally, we made it to the top of the roof. Oh, there's a guy with a gun. Once you get to the roof, I'd argue it actually gets easier just because more people are carrying weapons, so you're able to lower health while you also take care of other people who you didn't have the rounds for. I mean, it's still long and tedious like everything else, but you take what you can get. I actually really hate this jump because of the transition, because if you're not reacting fast enough, you actually might just get shot. And I wouldn't blame you if you did, just because of how fast it switches from gameplay to cutscene. It's a little frustrating. I ended up finding a heal on the ground, but because I always carry too many heals, I had to use one of my heals. And it turned out that was a good idea, because it turned out to be another Toughness Infinity. And trust me, I was going to need those soon. Coming up the stairs, you got a guy with a pistol and a guy with a shotgun. Coming up the stairs, you had a guy with a pistol and shotgun. Oh boy, a mini-boss with a gun. My favorite. This was probably the worst mini-boss I've ever fought in, just because he doesn't get stunned. Like, I tried to get around him, and he just simply didn't. He recovered extremely fast from gunshot wounds, and I almost couldn't wound him to get him in the knockdown state. I really hated this mini-boss, and he kind of wrecked me before the boss. I just hate this guy. This guy blocks everything. I can't get behind him. It's rough. It's really, really rough. I'm showing this to you in 5 times speed to show you how long this fight took. Way too long. That's how long. But finally, with that long fight out of the way, we could commence with arguably the most notorious boss fight in this entire game. I mean, second most notorious boss fight in the entire game.
Stop right there!
See? Now you stepping out of your lane once again, so I might have to smack that ass.
Hey, you used the Komaki skill. The run's invalidated.
Timestamp 336. Would you believe me if I told you this only took me 2 attempts? The first attempt ended up like this. I'd say you could skip the goons. However, somebody likes to keep fucking interrupting me. Fuck! Odyssey will not stop trying to shoot you during this entire fight. Whether you're hitting him or the goons, he'll just keep blah-blahing you for no reason, just because he feels like it. There's no rhyme. There's no reason. There's no flow. There's nothing. There's no flow chart or anything. My best advice, separate the distance. Get into that like 4 ventilation corner and just start hitting them, hitting the goons. That's the best advice I got for this, because he doesn't seem to want to hit you there, but knowing him, you might just decide, I feel like going over to the corner today. Once you do manage to deal with the goons, it's a matter of getting behind him and giving the old backshot routine. Here's the problem. He is arguably the fastest dude. He might be faster than Majima. Don't quote me on that. I tried to get behind him with a baseball bat and use the stun mechanic, but he just ended up dodging everything. A good majority of this fight is me just trying to find an opening to hit him, because he won't stop dodging and weaving and schmoving his body and hit me with fucking just everything possible to dodge me. He is so resilient. He is so fast. He dodges constantly. If you get hit with a kick, you're just gonna get shot. If he dives to the side, he swings his body, he's gonna shoot you unless you're reacting and you're waiting for it. I'm just gonna speed this up. I'm already speeding this up in post. I'm spending half this fight just waiting for an opening. It's so annoying. And don't even get me fucking started on that tracking, because holy shit, it might be at its worst. I think the reason this fight in particular is so hard, challenged, disregarded, is because of not only the guns and the tracking, but he never stops running away. He is constantly ducking and weaving his head to the side so he can run away from you, hitting a Naruto run, some Sonic shit, running halfway across the map, pointing his guns at you, because if you even try to hit him, he'll just decide, nah, I'm a jump sideways and you, so you just get shot and you're on the ground, and now the process starts all over again. That's why this fight is so hard, I'd argue. I even managed to get this dude in the greatest corner trap of my life. I sat here for like 5 minutes straight. Just 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and this guy's health bar into oblivion. I literally almost had it. I almost won. And you know what the game told me? Fuck you. You're sitting here for another 10 minutes, bitch. Why did the game decide to randomly let him go? Oh, no, man. And God forbid you get caught in his rapid tap. That's actually how I died the first time. This attack is so bullshit, because if you don't dodge, it just traps you like the greatest hunter dog I've ever seen in my entire life. It tracks so well, it actually shot me during my dodge animation. You can literally see the bullets go off course to try and hit me. That's how hard it tracks. This fight may have only taken me 2 attempts, but having to redo the long fight and deal with this bullshit was enough for me to hate this guy. If I could go like one fight without having to deal with a melee weapon that cuts me and knocks me to the floor, that puts me in a knockdown animation that allows me to get hit for a second time, that would be just grand. I would love that. This fight wasn't even inherently difficult. It's just having to deal with a sword dude who cuts you every fucking time. It is so annoying. Every time you do anything, you are sent flying and you land on your ass. It is so goddamn frustrating. I don't ever think I have done something this rigorous that has lulled me into a false sense of security so frequently, only to pimp smack the fuck out of me just for thinking things were getting a little easier. I can't. Finally, we get an actual semi-competent fighter with us. We get to fight with Majima during this, and believe me, that crowd-clearing knife and speed is gonna come real handy with this fight. There are so many dudes having a wide variety of weapons. That boss, I gotta say, that boss is really you know what? Fuck it, I'm done. I can't do this. Fuck this shit. You know what? All right, look, I need to rant about this shit, because this is, I can't do this. I cannot do this. These gun dudes and these motherfucking knives, I can't. We need to talk about this. I can handle people with guns. I can handle people who run away while shooting me. What I can't deal with is a dude who gets up on reaction and shoots me for half my health. That is not okay. He does this so frequently and will do it Just when you're not expecting it. So you just get do, and you lose so much health. I'm tweaking right now because it's so difficult to deal with. Because I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna deal with these other dudes while Majima's fighting him. Majima knocks him down, and I get shot. I get shot for something I didn't do. I'm tweaking right now.
And do you want to know what the craziest part about this is? He fights like Kanai. They gave Kanai's moveset a gun.
I have no knowledge of any of this. This is so bizarre.
And since Majima is an actual competent fighter, I figured, oh, why don't I just let him do all the damage so that he can take out the boss and then I can get in the final hit? The devs thought about this, so they just decided, nah, they're just not going to do any damage after a certain point in time. Hell, they might not even do damage at all. They just don't want me to win. No one can let me win. Why can't I just win for once? I think we've officially hit the point of frustration. The challenge is no longer necessarily difficult. It still is, but it's not difficult in the sense of I don't have the equipment. Now it's difficult in the fact that everyone keeps bullshitting me. Nothing is fair. It wasn't fair before, but now I'm equipped for everything as best I can be, and it's still unfair. Fuck. Something really nice I discovered is that you don't actually have to fight anyone. Yeah, if you just wanted to, you could run straight to the lobby. You still got to take out the fat dudes blocking your path with the chairs, but I mean, you just take those guys out and you're straight shot there. I would recommend this if it was literally any other playthrough, but this challenge makes it damn near impossible. Mostly because there's just bullshit, like usual. There's Gugan guys making you slip. I got grabbed and just took half my health off of one interaction. This challenge just makes me want to cry, honestly. I might just wallow with ice cream later. I'm so sick of it. But if you can somehow make it past everyone relatively unscathed, you'll finally be able to fight Majima for the second time. Every problem I had with Majima before is still relevant here. There's only 2 changed factors. Well, 3 technically, but I'll get to that one later. The first one being, he doesn't have any goons around, so I only have to focus on him. Good for me, because now I can deal with him. Bad for me, because I also have to deal with him. And secondly, I have golf clubs this time, so I'm actually capable of doing damage. Here's the problem. I still can't fucking hit him. Now, I know the clip that you just saw contradicts what I just said, but you gotta understand, that's when he doesn't hit you. That's basically a free hit already. Imagine trying to do that when he doesn't give it to you for free. Again, Majima is so fast. He'll hit you during the pull-out animation, pause. He'll hit you during the swing animation. He'll just hit you whenever he gets the chance because he's just so fast. And I don't have the upgrade that makes it so that weapons don't break in your hands. So with him having a knife, he's the only way I can block his attacks. But at the same time, I lose on my durability with my golf clubs. So I can't hit him with my golf clubs anymore. It is a lose-lose cycle. I'm pulling up jokers every time.
I should write something.
Get the fuck out of here, man! If you can somehow manage to survive the onslaught that is Majima Mad Dog style, you'll make it to his second phase, which he doesn't have a weapon. Take that as you will. You know, usually in games and movies, when a scene or a movie or game itself is just way too dark, I have a problem with it. I never thought I'd have to say that about Yakuza, but here's my chance to. Why is this so fucking dark? I understand we're in a slight corner, but this shit is nigh impossible to see. The only reason I know I'm doing something is because I'm either hitting or getting hit. But the only reason I'm in these corners is because this is the only viable back shot. Where else do I go? Literally, I can only see because of the hit effect. Thank you, RGG, for adding hit effects. I really appreciate it. This is impossible otherwise, like visibility. You just can't see. And you know what? I think I might have to rescind my statement about Majima without weapons. I think he might be harder because his speed must have gotten a boost because he somehow is even faster without a weapon. I don't know how that's possible, but he got faster. I found these unlimited floor tile pieces that have unlimited durability. My best tactic I found out with these was to charge up a hit, wait for Majima to fuck up, and then hit him with it because it gives a stun, and then proceed to back shot. This had varying effect of results. This fight also took forever. I'll admit, I kind of forgot to use weapons in the second half, but it still took an egregious amount of time. It doesn't help the fact that when I blocked Majima's attacks, if he decides to do his little 1, 2, 3, 4 combo, he shreds my durability with my clubs. So then I just don't get more clubs. Both Majima fights feel like skill checks. They're hard, sure, only because you don't know what you're doing or you're just not equipped to handle them properly. But once you do figure it out, it's still difficult because that person probably knows what they're doing enough to skill check you in the first place. And you can't forget about that regenerative ability. Gotta love having to redo half of a fight because your opponent just decided, nah, I kinda like my health being yellow instead of orange. It feels nice. I hate this fight. It's way too long. And I hit a sick ass hole-in-one on Majima. It took me to the second to last chapter of the game to unlock the ability to block weapons with no heat and not lose durability. If you ever wonder if I put forethought into whether I do challenges or not, 1, you're watching this video, so obviously I don't. And 2, what do you think? All right, let's go through the checklist. Too many fucking dudes? Yup. Gun guys that are obnoxiously difficult to hit? Yup. A guy throwing fucking grenades in the back? Yup. And a boss dude who has a chainsaw knife? Yup! This fight is a culmination of every single problem I've had with this challenge, and then we decided to add a new problem. These grenaders, you can't grab them. They'll hit you randomly out of the combo when they're off screen. You've got that bitch-ass shotgunner shooting you in the back while you can't, like, he's so far off screen you can't even see him. And everyone does so much more damage than usual. I don't know what Flintstone Vita Gummies they took this time, but they're hitting me for like 15% off of one hit. I hate it. The first step I can recommend is go to the back of the boat. Deal with the grenader, and try and corral them all you can as best as possible into that little corner. It allows you to weaken them with the golf clubs, and just so that you don't have to deal with the gunner guy if you get the right angle. Speaking of the gunner guy, go beat him next. Take his shotgun and just delete the rest of the enemies. After you take out the massive crowd, you can head back to the front and grab the gas cylinder to swing those around. Is what I would say is if that stupid saw dude wouldn't stop hitting me. Every attack with him is basically a guaranteed knockdown. That's assuming if he even lets you pick up the cylinder in the first place. Or, you know, somebody else just interrupts you and makes you cry. And that's why I got the weapon durability upgrade. So now I have unlimited durability as long as I block. Oh, and you wanna know why I hate the saw guy? Imagine losing half your health off of one mistake.
Sing!
Bruh.
Once you get the saw guy by himself, he somehow gets more annoying. I could not get behind him for the life of me. He does crazy damage. Somebody decided to give this guy a guard break move.
Get that ass banned.
He is also incredibly tanky. He's not hard to knock down per se, but he just doesn't die. He takes so little damage. Less compared to everybody else so far. He's got crazy range, and he has a lot of armor. More armor than I think he should realistically have. Going into these fights, I carry a lot of health items, obviously. Most of the time, I'm not even losing them because of the overall fight. I'm losing it to the one-on-ones. Now, I could just carry worse health items because I only carry Toughness Infinities. The risk-reward is I heal all my health, but then I lose out on the chance to use it later. The reason I end up using them so early is because when enemies are tanking half of my hits and dealing half of my health, one slip up means I could lose. I could get hit by a stray heat action and lose the fight and have to redo like 2 hours worth of progress. I'd have to redo all of it. And that's just not a chance I really want to take. And that's only the first half of this fight. We've still got a boss fight to get to. Hey, what do you do with that shotgun? Yeah, it don't look like he bulletproof to me. So, it's a big brawl between me, Shimano, my family, and his family. This is quite possibly the longest fight I had, ignoring the final segment. The goons that I have to fight are all annoying because there are so many. Shimano gets a sword moveset. Because why not? Just sure. And my teammates suck. Literally, all but one died in the opening 2 minutes. What are we doing? I already double timed the original footage. I have to 5 times the footage just because I realized how long this fight took me unedited. I swear this fight took me an hour straight. There are so many goons. Shimano will not stop hitting you. He has green health. He is so tanky. He doesn't flinch. No back shots. Everything in this fight is against me. This was how much health I had at the end of that last fight. This is how much health I had at the end of this fight. I know Shimano is supposed to be built and fight like Mr. Shakedown, but I think the difference with Mr. Shakedown is that you can actually, like, do things with him. Shimano, you just kind of can't. In the beginning, you're so underpowered you can't do anything, and then in the end, you're supposed to be so overpowered that he's not even a challenge. Here, it's like I haven't made any fucking progress. This shit is still taking me forever. And believe me, I would have tried using a golf club. I didn't have any. This fight left me bruised, battered, tired. There's a dead guy sitting next to me with shotgun holes in him, but I was able to beat Shimano again. And with that said, we can finally move on to the final chapter. But before that, I've got really good news. So when I originally did my Yakuza 0 No Heat challenge, I had a capture card. However, it was either my PlayStation or my computer was kind of booty cheeks. So my capture card couldn't record good audio. It sounded like it was submerged underwater. Kind of like how my audio sounds when I'm recording sometimes because I yell too loud. Now, though, whether I got a new PlayStation or my better computer, now it picks up audio well and video well, so nothing is lagging to my knowledge. So I was actually able to record the final fight with no problems. So you actually get to see the final long fight. Well, I mean, there's 2 final long fights, but you get to see the first one. And I had a special guest who really wanted to see this live. So, welcome, Fully Baked, to this final segment. So, a quick question before we get into it. What did you think of this final challenge? What were your thoughts on it? Okay. Anyways, here's the first long fight. Enjoy.
Because it lagged. All right, let's go. I have to double check that I'm ready because I'm not ready for this. All right, so I've got 1 toughness. I got 1 stamina spark. I think I have just enough.
Treat your will like funk and have it go on.
I'm about to end the call right now.
Do you remember Destiny from Yakuza 6?
Yes. Oh, dude, yeah, that's like one of my favorite
that's just
songs.
That's just gonna be your entire vibe.
Oh, God.
For this.
That's still one of my
favorites.
favorites.
Like pure sadness.
Oh, God. So, this is the tactic. You get to see it live. Maybe you're so This is the tactic, by the way. If you haven't already gathered. This is the entire thing. This is what I do.
Yeah. It's like a difficulty skyscraper.
Yes, this was my Yakuza Like a Dragon Luigi playthrough. How many waves of this do I have to do? Is it like 3? I forget.
I think it's 3.
Or is there like a cutscene? Isn't there like a cutscene as well where it's like, hey, now you're gonna redo it again? Okay. Well,
oh, yeah. I think you're right. I think it's 3 waves and then a cutscene.
Oh God, man. I hate this guy. I hate that dude's fighting style in the leopard print shirt. I hate him. I get PTSD from it because of the 0 Heat challenge, trying to get the dragon style. I hate it. That was PTSD. I hate that, and I hate the boxer style. Because, see, this dude always grabs, too. Because the media king who likes to dance, he had the same style. He had the same style. I'm getting PTSD. I'm starting to tweak. Why do you have armor, bro? You're on 1 leg. That's not how armor works. I hate you.
Guys, the phase of this. Do you mind if I tell you how this?
Oh, please do. I need so much help to get through this.
There's 3 phases, then 1 more phase after a cutscene. So you get 4 phases.
Now, I'm pretty sure there's a free
And then you
roam
just get to
aspect.
run to the money top.
Yeah, there's a free roam aspect. Oh shit. Yep. Okay. There's a free roam aspect right after, so assuming I don't do too horribly.
Oh yeah, climbing up there must have been a pain because those heat actions really simplify getting up the building. Because literally just dudes will stand in the way.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
can
Look,
just
the amount of
heat actions.
the chair dude, like Majima, and when I was doing the second Majima fight, I realized you don't have to actively fight the dude. You just have to get the chair guys so that you're good. I hate this fucking dude. I don't want to use any of my weapons in fear of needing it later.
No.
He's a big boy, man. There's no rule against me healing as many times as I want. It's just
yeah, because no heat was difficult. This is just cool.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
I understand limiting heat on a no.
Yeah.
I understand limiting heat and limiting heals on a no heat. Like, this is just.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy is that if I had just done, because I did both, I did no upgrades and I did no heat. If I had just done one or the other, I think I would have been way better. But no, I gotta be as masochistic to myself as possible at all times. You turning? Nobody has turned up to this point except this guy. My tactic isn't working. I'm trying to get to the. Come on. I at least want to get to this. Thank you, God. To the third phase without any trouble. Okay. Oh, dude, I love Mob. That's my favorite anime. I have not watched it.
The longer this Yakuza goes without upgrades, the funnier he becomes.
Oh, there's a gun guy. I think I just. Oh my God. Everybody's jumping me, bro. So yeah, what I love about guns in this challenge is that. Oh wow, they actually do damage. I swear, I picked up several guns earlier in this game. They did like nothing. You just leave them, they'll just die. Or excuse me, fall unconscious. You know, take a little easy.
Get a little concrete root map. As your traps in my box.
Oh,
What nuts?
I make him suck my cock.
Xbox. The song of the original, the name of the original is Christmas too.
Yeah, it's This Christmas feels like the very first Christmas to me. Ow.
And Mr. Krabs getting kicked in the face of
Why? Okay, I don't understand. The bosses never spin, but it's all of a sudden random AI man wants to spin. That didn't hit me. So inconsistent. Sometimes I'll be like, hey man, it's like Kashiwagi. Sorry, holy shit.
No, I know Kashiwagi's a lie.
Spoiler for everyone who hasn't played Yakuza 3. Kashiwagi fucking dies.
Sorry. Yeah, and then spoiler for everyone who's past Yakuza 3 but has not played Like a Dragon yet. Kashiwagi's not dead.
Oh, I don't want to fight you guys. Go away. Alright, looking. I gotta go order some housekeeping. Go away. Why am I placing an order? I'm not even hungry.
I'm not even hungry, bro. It's like queso. When people are like queso plays like Uno, and then people like send him messages on PlayStation.
No! Fuck! They're
say, like,
still
original-
here! By the way, that entire segment took 16 minutes.
Oh boy.
We're 16 minutes into this fucking run.
Run past them.
What's it say? What's it say? Okay. Look, man.
Okay, that's gotta do it.
Look, as I'm stuttering. I'm tweaking. I'm on a whole nother level. I'm tweaking.
You're beefing, bro. You're ribeye staking.
Staking is crazy. Why are every dude everywhere, man? These dudes are more
Did you
existent.
just ask why are every dude everywhere?
I get heated in the fucking pocket tissues, man. Fucking hate them shits.
You never know when these bugs are.
I fucking hate. I actually, ever since.
And here I was, at the final segment of this challenge. Hours upon hours upon hours were dumped into this. And here was the climax. This final segment took me over an hour, about an hour and a half. At any point if I died, I'd have to redo all of it all over again. I was gonna need a lot of motivation. I was gonna need a lot of strength. I was gonna need to light a fire inside of me if I was gonna stand a chance to finish this challenge.
Because when the Europeans came on the ships and seen
African.
Look, cut me some slack. I like my funny wordplay and the music transitions. Plus, I gotta round out the 3 ending songs for Yakuza 0, and he asked nicely. Leave me alone.
手加減はしねえ。死にてえやつだけかかってこい。暴れてやろうぜ兄弟。行くぞ桐生、行こうぜ。今更だがお前とはもう一度一緒にやりたかった。だがもう今日限り兄弟じゃねえ。
And there you have it. That was the Yakuza Kiwami Dragon Only No Upgrades run. Please do not try this run. It is not worth it.
Bob the Building. He's a building. Bob the Building. Oh, no.
However, I will say this. If you want to do this challenge, please do not do it without upgrades. Please upgrade this style. In fact, the challenge I'm referring to has already been done before. Recently, a guy by the name of Flash Jesus beat Yakuza Kiwami with only the dragon style about 4 months ago. Go check him out. He actually has a couple other challenge videos he's done, and they're actually really entertaining. And a lot shorter than mine, because he actually knows how to condense things into a easy to view package. Now, I highly doubt anyone thinks that I'm actually cheating and that whenever I cut between things that I'm like doing it without the style or I'm like swapping runs. I don't know why you would think that, because that would be dumb. But just in case you have questions or concerns, here is the file, my save file, and proof that I did not use any other style, do any damage or anything outside of tutorials. Speaking of tutorials, oh Smokey, you forgot the intro chapter. What about the Majima fight and those golf club people? What could I possibly have said about a segment where you're given all the abilities you could ever need? Please don't ask me dumb questions. I'm only gonna give dumb responses. Couple more things before I let you go. Number 1. The entire long fight with the MIA and the CIA, the Omi Alliance, all that. That will be in its own separate video. I will not let this one go undocumented properly like last time. You will get the full video with commentary between me and Fully Baked, who I also like to give a shout out to for watching me and encouraging me through that. I appreciate it. It really helped a lot. Number 2, yes, you will be getting that music video as a separate video as well, because I put too much time into that to not have it be a separate video, and I'm really proud of it. There's like, you know, there's something else I just can't remember.
Smokey! Drop the spin-off Fighting Styles video, and my life is yours!
Okay, first off, you need to chill the hell out, relax. Second, I am going to get to that video. I've had a lot of people ask me, oh, what are my thoughts on Gaiden styles? What are my thoughts on Ishin's? What about the Judgment games? What about the Curio games? Well, I couldn't tell you at that time because I hadn't fucking finished those. I hadn't finished Lost Judgment. Gaiden wasn't out yet. Ishin had like just dropped when that came out and I didn't have it. I didn't have ways to play those games. This isn't a diss to anybody. I just really wanted to make this show. But I have, in the meantime, completed Lost Judgment, completed Gaiden. I still haven't played Ishin yet, so, yeah. Also, fuck this toll guy. I forgot to mention this. Fuck this toll guy. He's like, hey, pay me 10,000 yen to cross, or you're gonna have to beat the fuck out of me, or you can go find another bridge. I didn't have money like that when I was playing this, so I just decided to never fight him because I didn't want to risk having to play this challenge more. Fuck that!
He stinks, and I don't like him.
And finally, a big, big thank you to every single person who sat through this almost 2-hour-long video and hopefully enjoyed themselves. I've had a lot of schoolwork, we'll say that, which has caused a lot of breaks in between, so you've been seeing a lot of stolen memes off of the internet. I apologize having to cram that down your throats, but I didn't want to act like I was just completely gone. Hopefully now that I'm not working on such a long, strenuous video, I should be able to go back to uploading relatively frequently. Most importantly though, I want to say thank you to everyone who has supported me through these past couple months, supported me now watching this video, whether you're a newcomer, returner, whatever. I appreciate you much more than you could ever imagine. And with that, I can finally start playing Ishin. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And take care of yourselves. You deserve it. Peace.